What's up?
What's up?
How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good.
Welcome back.
Sheesh.
We've been on break,
We have been on a break,
a good break,
a
good break.
holiday, and we got lots to say. Lots
But
to
hold
catch
on.
up.
Who are you?
I'm Laverne Badger.
And I'm Natalie Hayden, and this is Expose the Podcast.
Woo!
Welcome back.
I know, right? Welcome. Oh my God! If you guys are tuning in, thanks for tuning back in. We took
Thanks
a
for
much
hanging with
needed,
us.
Right, we needed There was a much needed break to kind of spend time with family, hang out,
Spend time with each other.
right, strategize, and we did all that. Now
Well, it's back. And
back.
you know what? We got some things to talk about, but today's topic, we want to talk about what are we leaving behind in 2019? What are you, girl, what you leaving behind? Because I know it's some foolishness.
Okay.
But hold on. It's not just what we leaving behind.
Right.
We want to highlight the positives, the great things. But what are you leaving behind?
I'm working on my cussing, y'all.
What? She working? Are you trying to leave that entirely behind in 2019?
No, some people need to be cussed out, so I'm just like
all in context. All in context.
I am working on not cursing as much, but I think
What triggered that? Is it something someone said? What is it?
you know, it's not. It's a little bit of what somebody has said, but not a whole lot. Like I think I drop a lot of F-bombs, and I think I'm still going to give you a hell, a damn, a ass, or
All of that.
all of that. But I think I can tone down maybe the F-bombs.
Interesting.
And now, if you deserve a F-bomb,
You gonna get it.
you're going to get an F-bomb.
Yes.
But that's something that I'm like, I could leave behind in 2019. Then you start getting a little deeper. Do you leave some people?
No, you
2019?
better leave some people behind in 19.
I know, but it's hard to leave people behind. It's one thing to leave somebody behind when they really exit themselves. So God has a way of taking people out of your life, and then you don't have to do the dirty work, right? But when you know somebody shouldn't be there, then you have to make the decision. I have to make a decision to say
It's just
they're
stressful
not coming
thinking
to
about
they're
it.
not coming to
into
2020 with me. And so no names and nothing. That's not important, but being able to say, not that there's anything wrong with that person, not that it's just the space that I'm in now. Like,
So you make it personal, and it's really not about that individual,
Right.
but just where the mental space that you're holding right now may not be able to fully support someone's.
right. I got a lot of stuff going on. I don't need somebody else's garbage, like and their issues.
It better not be my garbage.
And
Am I not gonna make it
tastes
into 2020?
potpourri. So it can cut her garbage can come over.
Well, that's a nice way to put it.
Right. So no, we got too much shit. See what I'm saying? It just ain't just yet 2020.
Yes.
But we got too much stuff going on.
Yeah.
You ain't going nowhere.
Well,
ain't
thank
no
you.
letting go of you.
I appreciate.
Ain't no letting go of me either.
No. She's like, well, wait a second. Let me lock myself into. Yes, none of that's not happening. But that's a really that could be a very difficult space for many of us when you're talking about people and not just like things, but people you got to be delicate with them. And you just can't, you just be reckless with it. I feel like there has to be strategy. You need to I feel like some people need conversations.
Well, remember we had
an
episode when the therapist said that we should put on our big girl panties and have conversation with people you ghost.
And I have fully come into the, I've fully accepted that is a part of adulting, especially as we're going into 2020, and and we reflect back on how phenomenal this year has been. And it's only because, Laverne, we've been very intentional about people that are around us.
But I'm still in that's going to be a work in progress for me.
Yeah.
Because I feel like if everybody doesn't need that conversation to say you just ain't in my space no more.
That's true.
I think
I do
for me,
understand.
I think if you're sort of kind of important to me, then that conversation needs to happen. But if you just somebody in passing and we're just kind of like cordial or associates, then maybe I can just walk away.
So maybe we just simply say, maybe we just simply say in 2019, those that are that hold that space of closeness to you, there's a difference. So of course, associates and acquaintances, they don't make the cut, unfortunately.
Right.
Like they don't, sometimes they don't get that that buffer or that courtesy. And that's totally fine. So there's a different space that we hold for them.
Right. So it's one of those things where you just have to be, I think it's a matter of personal preference. Like I'm not out to hurt anybody's feelings, but I don't want mine to be hurt either.
So you're going to choose you first.
So that's what we're going into 2020, choosing ourselves first, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so, don't you just love it when people on Facebook are like,
I'm not trying to do any branding on LaCroix, but
I know.
Sorry.
No, LaCroix, we're going to tag LaCroix in this. Come on, LaCroix. Sponsor. I'm just saying.
And for those that are listening, I'm sipping a LaCroix, and I absolutely love sparkling water. So
she's alone in that.
I am definitely alone on this island. But any sponsors that are of sparkling water, some sort, I would love to try your drink on you.
Sparkling ice. That's my drink.
Yep.
That's it makes me feel like I'm still kind of drinking a soda without all the extra.
All the extras, yeah. I don't want the extra
calories and sugar.
Yeah, yep.
We got off a little tangent.
Sorry, we did.
But going into 19, we have to make that choice. Don't you just love it when people are on Facebook and they like, I'm deleting a bunch of people off Facebook. If you didn't make the cut, then you ain't see this message or some crap like that. And I'm like,
just do it.
How bogus is that? Just why you got to announce?
Yeah.
Just if you're deleting people, delete people. But that's our world today. So what are you getting rid of and not bringing into 2019?
I mean, you would think that I've had enough time to think about this. You would think, but
any bad habits, we don't want to do the cliche, we're going to start eating healthy. No, I'm going to take a sneaker with me into 2020. I'm just going to keep that real.
I do know off the bat what I am leaving behind in 2019. I'm leaving meat and dairy behind. I'm going full vegan.
Oh, that's right.
I'm making the switch. So y'all pray for your girl, because I really do love food, but I've fallen in love with this new quest of like searching and exploring vegan meals that are delicious, that are good, that are easy to prepare, less than 5 ingredients, less than 10 ingredients, and it's something that that I'm excited about.
I'll still have my steak.
Go for it. So this is where there's a divide.
There's a clear
divide.
In 2020, it'll be the meat eater and the non-meat
eater. But we still know how to coexist.
Yes, we're gonna
and get the job done.
At the end of the day, we're still gonna focus on more healthy eating. I know that, again, it's a cliche. We at the new year that's something where we're gonna do better. But I am gonna do better at that. 2019 was a good year though.
2019 was a phenomenal year
so it's not
for us.
Right. So it's not a whole lot that I would get rid of, because there was a lot of lessons in 2019.
And you need those lessons
to bring those into 2020.
So let's talk about like the process and like the destination. We were talking about this earlier with an event that we had to host and attend, Marcy's Law.
Yep. We ended the year with a bang.
A wonderful event speaking on Marcy's Law and how many can self-educate and become informed on what is Marcy's Law. And so there was a portion of the event where, we were speaking a little bit about it's not always about the destination. We're so quick to get to success, like that trophy, that hurrah, that ring, that, that moment where we can, the
instant
sweet
gratification.
Victory. Yes.
But
you know what? It's nothing greater. And this is me personally, and this is what will carry into 2020 with me, is to appreciate the process. It may not be all, what we want it to be, but it's exactly what we need it to be.
And the process can be frustrating.
Yes, it can.
You work hard and you're like, oh my God, this is going to work. And we're going to do blah, blah, blah. And then
it's totally opposite.
Or we present something to somebody and they don't get it. And now we're back to the drawing board or something, but that's okay.
It's all part of the process.
But it's frustrating. But I think that once we have recognized that, because I don't believe in bad luck, I believe in blessings and lessons. And so if there's something that didn't work out, there was something that we were supposed to learn from that.
And I believe we also believe that in not just 2019, but just like as we're moving forward and we're projecting for, what we're doing, the purpose that we have on us is that, everything happens for a reason. And that may sound, like what most people say as far as cliches, but I am a true believer that I want it all in the pot, because it's like ingredients that are necessary for it to taste so good.
Right. We want the nutrients, the protein, the vitamin D,
all of that. If you just take sugar and eat it by itself and flour by itself, like you have
nothing.
You're missing something. So we need all of those ingredients, and sometimes those ingredients need to sit and steep. And
the longer they sit,
so we're not looking for anything to like be super instantaneous. We want the process so we can grow as we need to grow, and character building and all of that.
So we say that
it's not easy.
We say that, but things have been moving pretty quick.
Yes, that's very true.
We say that, but 2019 things have been really quick.
It has been.
But we've learned a lot of lessons in 2019. We learned lessons about ourselves
and each other
as business partners. As where we want Exposed to go and be, and communication. It's just all of that happened in 2019.
Key ingredients, I'm telling you.
Key ingredient. Communication is definitely the key
ingredient.
It's
at the top, yes.
When you are working in a partnership.
And then transparency too, because transparency is part of our mission. Transparency meets healing, but transparency also allots for other things to happen where you can fully grow into what it is that we need to be doing.
Right. We can't just be shouting out, be transparent. You all be all transparent now, and we're being transparent with you, but not transparent with each
ourselves,
other. Yes. Like that just makes for the best friendship and the best partnerships.
Yes.
And you gotta treat this thing like a marriage. I told her we ain't getting divorced.
We not getting divorced. What you gonna do is we staying in the same house, and you gonna
be like, you going over to the West Wing,
your room, and I'm going in my room.
Let me know when you have a visitor. Put something on the door,
and let me know when you ready to talk about it, because we gonna talk about
it. Yes.
So
we making fun, but 19 was definitely some lessons, and personally too with family, it's adjustments. When you're in a phase like we're in, and we're transitioning
we're constantly transitioning. It feels like
to changing lives. And going to next level platforms.
Don't you realize
the dynamic of our personal family?
And you also realize that this isn't about Like, this is no longer just about Laverne and Natalie.
Right.
There's so many people connected to us that is relying on us.
Yeah.
And that includes definitely our family. So
And
we're
trying to leave something behind.
Yeah, we want to leave a legacy.
First of all, let's take a moment with these nails here.
Girl, these nails need to be done.
Cute.
Shout out to Tavy.
She ready. She is ready.
Tavy can't accept any more clients. I don't know why I'm shouting her out.
I know, mine either. Shout out to Teresa do my nails. She's like, no
more people.
She hooks me up. But and 2019. So what we're leaving in 2019,
but also
you have
taking
a lot. You went to Africa.
Yes, ma'am. I did.
Natalie went to Africa.
Yes.
So we survived a month
without each other.
Apart.
Yeah, Laverne was struggling. She was struggling.
But she brought me some gifts back. Look.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, we have matching gifts, yes, with the name and everything.
So so you came back.
I made it back.
A different person.
Yes.
I wouldn't say different. I say a more enlightened. Now, if she take a nap on you, then
it
means something. And that's like an inside joke. Like, Natalie not stressed. She came back and she like, I'm not stressing over nothing. I'm going to take a nap on these fools. and when I wake up, they going to get their whole life together because I'm not finna let this stress me. And so... I'm telling the truth. The girl was all over in Africa talking about she taking naps because there's certain things she just can't control, and she definitely brought that back home with her.
Oh, man.
And I'm gonna try to bring some of that too, because that is a special trait to be able to say. You call it taking a nap, but it really is being able to be okay with things that you have no control over.
Oh my gosh.
And coming from a person who tends to be controlling, like, I don't like surprises. I don't like not knowing. I like to know A, B, and C, you know, and then if it don't work, I just need to have plans. And so that...
Now, don't get it twisted. There were some moments, and I think I can only account for one moment where I needed to know and be in the know. But for the most part, I went there with the only expectation that I was on an adventure. And it was a damn adventure for sure. It was
from the food to the clothes to the
travel, to
transportation,
everything.
I felt like I was there.
Like I was
there. And praying for, come on home, girl. Just come on home.
You know what? You don't got to deal. I'm like,
but you met some wonderful people.
Oh, I met
and the
family,
kids.
The children. Yeah. We went and I had the opportunity to speak with a couple groups of young people, 4th and 5th graders, and then I spoke with 7th and 8th graders, and just providing them with the misconceptions about how Black Americans view Africa. And also, I was able to hear and understand and listen to their misconceptions about America. Yeah. And it was just really a transparent moment where we spoke the same language and I danced their same dance. And it was just a beautiful experience that I will be going back, and I will be taking other young Black Americans that want to go with me next year in 2020. Laverne isn't one of them. That's where we divide again. She is not it. She knows some of those experiences that I was sharing with her. She was just like, see, that's not an experience that I ever dream of.
I might get my Black card taken for that, but I'm just like, it just isn't one of the things I want to experience. Not that people shouldn't experience it. It just is not one.
It's not your thing.
This is not one of the things I necessarily need to experience. And I think that there's enough people and kids and culture and things here that I can continue to love on and experience.
Yes, ma'am. And, I get that.
So yeah. So
that was that.
So that was that. And then that is if you want to see some pictures, make sure you go on her page or something, and she's gonna be doing something that kind of highlights the entire trip. So shout out to that. Look for that to come out early in the year.
Yes. So she's putting pressure on me.
I am. And she came back with some beautiful clothes. So
did.
shout out to that. So knowing handcrafted items, and you still have stuff for sale. So
Yes.
if anybody is looking for some handcrafted Ghana, really, and that those funds, some of those funds go back to Ghana for those who. What is his name?
Yeah, so the name of the shop that crafted these beautiful garments and apparel was Jingles Apparel. And Jingles was the host family that hosted me while I was there, and he has a shop that he is basically an apprentice to young women and teaches them how to sew.
Wow.
So they go out, they spend a year with him, they learn everything from him, and they go off and sort of create their own. They're entrepreneurs.
Wow.
So these women that the bags that I've brought back and promised and sold to Black Americans here, those bags were handcrafted by women that are like us, that are under apprenticeship. And unfortunately, the U.S. dollar is a lot stronger.
It
goes a lot further. So my thought was to send those bags home with me. I'll sell them, and I will send back a portion of that for you and your family, and that is what we're doing, and I plan to continue that partnership. That is my way of like giving back and exposing the beauty and the true culture of Ghana, Africa. It was an opportunity for me to, really just be away from myself and think about somebody else.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Isn't she amazing?
We are amazing.
That's my co-host.
Thank
y'all.
you.
So yeah, so she did that. I didn't me and my husband went to Houston.
Yes.
So
it wasn't during the time that I suggested her. I suggested Laverne to take a break when I took a break, but she was actually working, which I do appreciate, because when I came back, we were able to had events that
Cycle the Black Dollar.
Yes,
It
was just a lot of things that
she came home and it was like, you rested.
I was like, I said, give me a minute. Give me a minute.
Your jet lag kicked in.
Yes.
Chop.
Yeah, so she was waiting for me, and I was definitely I hopped back in the mix of things, but
But I took a little time with the hubby. We went to Houston and right before Christmas, and it was a good time.
Yeah.
And so
yeah.
Did a little shopping. Had some time with my husband.
Yeah.
Good time with my husband.
A good time with your husband.
Yes. Ate some good food.
Yeah.
And so now we're back at it.
Yes.
So 2019 was really good to us.
It was very good to us.
We did a lot in 2019.
I can't even account. Like, I have to literally look at pictures to
remember what we did. So there was, of course, if we start at the head of the year, which we're getting ready to do it again. So we got teen dating violence. We had,
but before that is January, human sex trafficking. But we're not necessarily doing it, but we will be talking and supporting. Yes.
To end that, we have done trainings and education in the workplace. And,
yes.
October's exhibit. Not exhibit. The exhibit did happen. But
appreciation luncheon for advocates.
Right. And so just a lot of stuff went on. I don't know how we did it with full-time jobs and a kid.
A grace of God. That's what I call it.
I'm telling you, that's when you know you're purpose-driven. Mm-hmm. So we're tired, but when downtime happens, I'm like, we got to get back up.
Yeah.
I'm
or that's something that's calling us, One thing that I recognize is, although people are watching, there are certain people that are, we are being aligned in such a way where people are waiting for us and what we have.
Right.
So I don't take that lightly. And so when the answer to call is pressing, I'm not hesitant.
Right.
and we are not hesitant
Right.
together. So 2019 has really been a phenomenal year. I'm sure we're going to put something out. We'll do like some type of collage of some sort, some type of annual report by Expose the Podcast of all the things that we've done. But it's not even about all that we have done. It's like the fact that we get to give, we get to serve.
So the best part, my favorite, and it's probably because it just happened.
Yeah, what
was when we gave back
those
to the
girls.
Kids. We gave back to the babies.
Girls,
and shout out to those who again contributed to making sure those girls had a great Christmas.
We had
outside of their
awesome
family.
sponsors that came through in
Jacqueline.
the clutch. I'm not trying to name no more because we named.
I know, but Jacqueline did a spa for each of the girls. She was on site, and so I just really want to shout her out because that is huge, and she's so passionate.
She has no idea, but she's going to be coming to next year's My Girlfriends. We do a white elephant. She's going to be summoned to come to that.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
that's going to be awesome.
That's going to be awesome.
Yeah,
and the girls really loved it. Like, you don't realize, like, through healing, touch really helps.
I know, because I was like, dang. Can we stop and go get on the table? But that wasn't for us.
It wasn't for us. It was for them.
That day.
We will have an opportunity. We'll take a spa day, and we'll let people know that Expose is taking a break. Are you?
Right. Because we have to.
You got to take a break.
We're going to work on that, though. Because it's hard.
That's coming into 2020. That'll follow us. That's a lifestyle, taking breaks and rejuvenating, resetting, all of that. But I want to say that 2019 has been a phenomenal year overall.
Right.
We don't want to take away from, the work that we have to do.
There's some things that weren't perfect.
But we don't live in a perfect world, right? I'm not looking for perfect. We're just looking for growth. And
right.
That definitely happened.
That definitely happened. So we hope that you're doing the same thing, that you're reflecting on 2019 and what lessons you learned from 2019 and how to move forward in 2020. Realistic goals, realistic items. We all want to be able to say we're going to lose 50 pounds in that first year. Yeah, is that realistic? You can do it, but is it realistic for you?
Right.
And so let's just be honest about that and take 2020 by storm.
Yeah, I mean, one acronym that I use all the time is SMART goals.
I like that.
SMART goal is where you have to make sure that these are measurable in a timely sense and
obtainable.
Obtainable. All of those things. If you're not familiar with SMART goals, just very specific, measurable, achievable, attainable, realistic. And then time can.
Don't be saying I'm finna run a marathon
and you ain't ran
around
ever.
The track.
You ain't ran ever.
At North Division, Nicolay.
Why it gotta be North Division?
That's the one that just popped up in my... Like, you ain't ran nowhere, and now all of a sudden you get ready to run, talking about you finna run a marathon.
So let's choose some SMART goals, some attainable, realistic goals, and put a time limit on it.
Right.
I mean, give yourselves 3 months. This is something I want to achieve. In 3 months, I want to have $100 saved. I mean, it's something like that.
Something like that. As easy as that. Yeah.
We want you all to continue to grow with us.
Right.
So we're excited. We hope that you all had a wonderful 2019.
Yes.
And you've overcome. Failure is amazing because failure is part of growth.
Yes.
Failure is part of the process.
Failure is lessons.
So you accept that. If Honey Boo Boo ain't coming with you in 2019 or 20,
she ain't coming.
She ain't coming.
She ain't coming. I'm saying it right now.
She ain't coming.
She ain't coming.
So Expose is here for it. 2020 is going to be...
It's amazing.
I don't even want to put words on. I just want to say...
Yeah, we're doing a whole nother episode on 2020 and our vision board and what our thought process was when we start strategizing about 2020. And so our strategy started way before now. Mm-hmm. And so we want to make sure that our goals can be met. They're SMART goals.
SMART goals.
Things that we can obtain and leveling up Natalie said that 2020 we ain't doing free.
No. And it happened before 2020. Be careful about your words, people. Be careful. I mean, I'm just saying, I want to whisper it. Be careful about your words, because shit happens.
Right.
No matter what it is.
Right.
I mean, like, you can say, you know what, I don't want to go outside and I got a ticket on my car. And lo and behold, you go outside and that motherfucker's right there. I mean, it is...
I got one in my car right now. I need to pay.
Pay your tickets, Vern.
Right.
What I'm saying is, watch the things that are coming out of your mouth, positive or negative. And if they are coming out, make sure it's in your best interest.
Right. So
we will be paid all of 2020.
We are going to be paid all of 2020, and of course, we're going to give back. It's always about giving back and making sure that we reach back those that that need our help.
Yes.
But I think that we value what we bring to the table.
And guess what? Others do too.
They absolutely do.
They do.
We ended the year off right,
all the way
we
right.
ended the year off right, and so Natalie spoke it.
And we just got the call.
And we got
one
the call.
That's all. Gruber, we gonna reach out because maybe
right. But Natalie put it out there, and we ain't go looking for it. It came to us, and so that's how it works. And so again, it's not being arrogant or cocky, but we just know
you recognize your value.
We recognize our value and what we bring to the table, and we work really hard for the cause and making change and we just have to take it to the next level. So we're going to give you the best of us.
So we are so excited that you guys have really been rocking with us in September. I mean,
it hasn't even been a year.
It hasn't been a year yet.
Even been a year.
And thank you guys for tuning in to Expose the Podcast. You can find us on all social media handles. Yep. We are on Spotify. We're on Breaker. We're on Apple. We're on iHeart. We're on Google. We're everywhere you need us to be, and you can reach us anywhere in the world. Apparently,
even if you're iPhone or an Android.
She's coming over to iPhone while she playing.
Only because I have to, because of the business. I'm telling you, it's tooth and nail. I'm like, why?
So just since it's the business, just to get the iPhone as the business phone, and you keep your little Android.
No, that's too much. That's doing too much. I can barely keep up with the messages that's on the one phone, and let alone have two. So yes.
So lastly, Laverne is leaving her Android in 2019.
Yes. I am going to be leaving my Android in 2019. Yes. I'm switching over to the iPhone. So
come on through.
Okay.
Come on in the clutch.
All
yep.
Right.
Well, I'm Natalie Hayden.
And I'm Laverne Badger.
And this is Expose the Podcast.
Thank
Peace
you guys
out, guys
for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.